All right, welcome everybody to the Raging Fit TV channel, and I'm here with Lauren, one of our Raging Fit models, and today we're going to talk about vegan protein, vegan dieting, how to get started and all those things like that, because I know a lot of people are asking, how do you get started, what's the price differences and things like that. So Lauren is going to ask me a few questions. We're going to do a little Q&A here to answer those questions, all right? So, Lauren, what's the first question you want to ask me about vegan dieting?
First question, where do you do your grocery shopping?
Well, one of the things I like to do is I like to shop at places like Whole Foods. I like to shop at Costco because that's one of the places I get a lot of organic fruits and vegetables, and I'm really big on organic fruits and vegetables. So, if I want to make sure that I'm getting the most clean and the most organic certifications, I go places like that because I can go Whole Foods and have a big variety. Plus, I can go to Costco and I can get things in bulk, which will lower the price when I go shopping.
Your main protein sources?
All right, my main protein sources are soy and beans and legumes. Now, a lot of people wonder, well, don't you have to eat a lot of beans to get enough protein? And that's not the case. With black beans, I can eat a 4-ounce portion of black beans, the same as a 4-ounce portion of steak or beef or whatever, and get the exact same amount of protein. And also, one of the things I do to up my protein intake is I do a lot of protein shakes. So the first thing in the morning, I would do something like a raw fit shake, which is about 16 to 20 grams of protein, plus I'll add a banana, I'll add things in to add protein in. And last but not least, if I want to add protein at the end of my day, what I'll do is I'll go to sleep on maybe guacamole and chips, or guacamole and hummus mixed and a chip dip like that, to add in 10 to 12 grams of protein at the end of the day when I'm looking to get that protein intake up.
Is being vegan expensive?
Now, that's a question I get a lot, and there's mixed answers to that because it depends on what's expensive to you and also what you like to eat. Now, if I'm trying to eat a lot of meat replacements or meat substitutes, that's when things start to get a little pricey, as you're getting things like the sausages and the burgers and the crab cakes and all these different things that they make. These mock meats start to get expensive. The better the taste, I notice, the more expensive. So the price can get a little pricey if you're going for meat replacements. Whereas if you do more of the dry goods and you do more shopping at fresh markets and things of that nature for your fresh fruits and fresh vegetables, then you can probably reduce the price of your grocery list, say from something that might get you around $150 for, say, maybe 2 weeks worth of food, to about $75 if you go dry goods and buy in bulk and you buy your peas, beans, legumes, things of that nature, and try to go with the natural sources. Then you keep your grocery list and your grocery price down.
Daily vitamins, do you have to take an iron supplement?
Now, one of the things, I'm so glad you asked that question, because I get all the people that say, well, I'm deficient in this and deficient in that, and if I go vegan, I'm going to be really deficient, and that's the total opposite of the truth. Whereas there are many iron sources that you can find that will help boost your iron intake. One of my favorite sources to boost iron is broccoli and spinach. Another one, I love chard. Rainbow chard is one of my favorites. I love it. I love when my wife grills it up. I pretty much eat the whole pan without her, but she'll get over it. And there's a lot of things that have iron sources, because most iron minerals come from the ground and plants come from the ground. The iron sources come from the plants that a lot of people think they get from animal products, but they are just trying to get a byproduct that the animal's already consumed. I know calcium's a big one for people because they believe they get calcium from milk. But when there's a calcium resource, most of the calcium resources you get are from leafy green vegetables. And then people think they get calcium from milk, but they only believe that because of the high calcium foods that cows eat, which most of them graze in fresh pastures if you do farm raised beef, which most people don't. But if you do, you can get your calcium resources from things that are leafy green. And another big calcium resource I like to use is chia seeds. Chia seeds are really good for calcium intake.
What about almond milk?
Almond milk, oh, definitely a big source of calcium. In fact, if you look at most of the containers, it says 50% more calcium than dairy milk. And the reason being is because almonds are one of those plant foods that are very big in calcium. So definitely you want to do almond milk if you want to increase your calcium intake.
What about your fat intake if you want to prep for a show?
Now, one of the things about fat intake, now when you eat a lot of nuts, like peanuts,
Right,
almonds,
almond
yeah, exactly, the fat intake can increase. And if you're trying to cut fats for a show, then you can go away from the more fatty foods and away from the things like, one of them would be getting away from avocados and guacamoles and things like that, and go more for the leaner sources of protein like your beans, legumes, peas, and things of that nature. Also, you can change what seeds you're doing, like you can get away from the omega-3 fats in a chia seed and go more for a flax seed, which will flush quicker and help you also to burn fat by boosting your metabolism. So I think that pretty much answered a lot of questions that a lot of people have. And if you have more questions, comment below, or you can send us your questions on our website, www.ragingfitfitness.com, or you can hit us up on Instagram or Facebook, because we're always on our social media waiting for you guys to give us questions. So hey, until next time, stay raging fit and ultimate body ready. Peace.